Roll cameras in 3, 2, 1.
My name is Cassie Thompson. I am 28 years old and I'm a case manager at the Zeph Center. I grew up in Mount Vernon, Indiana. I got my undergraduate degree in criminology from Western Kentucky University. I got my master's degree in sociology at Bowling Green State University, and I'm currently enrolled in a PhD program for clinical psychology at Walden University. I chose to work for the Zeph Center because I wanted to feel like I was making a difference in the community that I lived in. As a case manager, I help clients become as independent as possible, and that can look like helping them engage in various services at Zeph, access their natural supports, engage in the community, help them access and manage their physical health, kind of act as a care coordinator for everyone on their treatment team.
Hey girl.
Hey Sarah.
You got here a little bit early.
I know. Sarah is compassionate, strong, very family-oriented. She loves gardening and anything to do with plants.
First thing I remember when I first met Cassie was her colored hair. It was a light purple, and I knew right then she and I were going to get along well.
Sarah came to the Zeph Center because she had just gotten out of an abusive relationship. She was a victim of human trafficking and had just left a domestic violence shelter. So she was basically starting her whole life from scratch.
I knew something had to change because my life was just crumbling all around me, and there was nothing I could do. I didn't know how to cope with it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I stayed locked in my apartment, blinds down, wouldn't talk to anybody, didn't go anywhere, because I was afraid to be out in public, because I was afraid I would run into the two that had done that to me. I lived in seclusion for probably a year and a half. I wouldn't answer the door if it was a gentleman. If it was somebody I didn't know, I didn't want to be around them because it scared me that something was going to happen to me again. Trafficking and being raped really played a hard role on my psyche and my brain and my body. It still does today, but not like it did in the beginning, because Miss Cassie has helped me to work through a lot of it. So I'm able to communicate with people now and not be so afraid. You've always stuck by my side and helped me figure out like what I should do or where I should go. It's been so helpful because you've been such a great support system for me.
Over the past 3 years, Sarah and I's relationship has definitely grown. She's really been able to trust me. We meet every week, and I really feel like we built and established that rapport to help her manage her mental health as best she can.
When I walked through the door at Zeph, I didn't really have any expectations. I would have to say that it's probably the best decision that I've made for me and for my life, because I'm learning how to relive my life without my past keeping me down. Cassie has been my number one supporter. She has been there when I needed her. She's taken me from being here to being way over here in the 3 years. She's brought me a long way, and I couldn't have done it without her.
I do feel like I've made an impact on Sarah. Over the past 3 years, I have watched her grow, change, become independent, get her own house, rebuild those relationships with her family, her kids, and just watch her become a strong person. My hope for Sarah in the future is for her to continue down the path of recovery in her mental health, but also recognizing that it's okay to not be okay. I would love to obviously continue working with her, but in case management, we always say our goal is to work ourselves out of a job. So I hope one day that Sarah can be totally independent and doesn't need our support.